Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Aveeno and I'm here with another slate. I have my beautiful face model here. Hey girl. And we're just gonna jump right into this video. We're starting off with cleansing the face with witch hazel. And look, you need skin routine is everything before makeup and after makeup. So we're gonna moisturize her face, and this is the Aveeno brand daily moisturizer, face moisturizer, and this is just to ensure that her face is moist underneath the matte products that I'll be using on her face today, because we're doing Juvia's and it's mostly matte. Okay, before I jump into brow, you'll see me using setting powder to set the eyebrow, and this is just because I don't want her eyebrow to get oily, being that I've moisturized her face. If you're not a sweaty person, you may not have to worry or do this step, but if you have oily skin or you sweat a lot, this will help your brow stay in place. Using my Absolute New York Slim Brow Pencil, and this is in the 4-point Smoke is the shade of the pencil, and this is my favorite to die for eyebrow pencil. Absolutely love it. And yeah, so you'll see in the next brow more detail close up as how I achieve my brows. So first what I do is I outline the brow, outline at the bottom of the brow, and then I'm going to outline the top of the brow. And I'm just following the natural shape of her eyebrows, outlined in the bottom, as I said, following the natural shape of her brows, and we're outlining the top. And then we're going to fill it in. And I'm going to fill in her brow using light hand, not much pressure, because we don't want the eyebrow to look too dark, especially if she has a full brow. The more hair you have on your eyebrow, the less pressure you put, because then the eyebrow will then look dark. If you like your eyebrow looking dark, then by all means you can apply pressure, but not everybody like that dark look. I must say one of her eyebrow is naturally higher than one, so you will see that, but at the end it will all come together. To clean, I went ahead and jump and clean up the first brow. So to clean up, the product that I use to clean up the brow is the Rumor 6. That's the Plouise base in Rumor 6. And this is a MAC brush. I don't know the number of the brush, but I'll have it listed down below in the description bar. And this is just to have the brow looking crispy, extra sharp, neat. Yeah. Alright, so we're blending away the product that we use to clean up the brow, just so we can have space for our new product that we're going to add, and that would be our base. Using the Plouise base again, and this is in Rumor 4. This is the lighter shade, and this is just to have the eyeshadow that we're going to add looking pigmented. We're using most of Juvia's place. Juvia's is already pigmented, but it's just a practice of mine to base the eyelid first. We're blending. Blending is key. We don't want to have patchy eyeshadow, so we have to blend properly. Alright, jumping into the first shade, that's an orange shadow that we're going to use, and that's the Juvia's palette Nomad. Taking that orange shade into the crease, and we're going to blend it a little bit above the crease to give us that transition shade. And the way how I'm blending, I'm just following the natural shape of her eyelid, and that's a circular shape. All right, jumping into a second, this is another Juvia's, the Saharan palette. And just to deepen up that orange, we're going in with a deeper orange, just to deepen up the crease. So we have the transition going on. We need something in the crease to have it stand on its own. And that's the deeper orange from the Saharan palette. All the products, including brushes, will be listed down below. For the eyes, I use mostly MAC brush. I don't know the numbers, I really don't, so I'll have them listed. Again, the crease wasn't as deep or dark enough for me, so I went with the Warrior palette, that brownish orange, I would say. Yeah, I use that shade to deepen the crease, giving it depth. Depth, depth, depth. Yeah. See, it's coming together. It's looking perfect so far. We're blending because we don't want any harsh line. That's something makeup artists stay away from. It doesn't look good. All right, so to complete the eye, the outer corner of the eye, to complete the outer corner of the eye, I'm still using the Warrior palette, and that there is a grayish black shade. That's the shade that I'm using just to complete the outer corner of your eyes. And I'm taking a little bit in the crease, but it won't hide the shade that I already had in the crease. Alright, so the look that we're going for is actually a soft glam look. With that being said, we're not going to do a cut crease. So the same concealer brush that I used to add the base with no product added, I'm just going to use that brush to tap the excess product eyeshadow from the front. When blending the eyeshadow, I try to stay away from the front just because I know I wasn't going to do a cut crease. So there's not much product to clean away, so I didn't add any excess product on the brush. So it's what's left on the brush that I'm using just to pat away the eyeshadow. So the space that we've cleaned up, we're going to use a matte shadow, and this is a matte nude shadow from our Saharan, sorry, that's the Nomad palette, still Juvia's. And we're just going to use a fluffy brush. This is the thing, when using a matte shadow can easily crack. It's the hardest shadow to work with, matte. So use a fluffy blending brush and buff and brush the product, the shadow, onto the lid. That way you won't have the shadow looking cracked or creased, and it goes smooth. As much as this should be a soft glam, I wanted a little glitter, nothing extra, so I added a green pigment on top, and it won't take away from the soft glam. The liner that I used to achieve this look was the Black Radiance liner. And I'm cleaning up the brow with the base that is closest to her skin. So onto the face. To prime the face, we're using the Calamine lotion as primer. I didn't show the foundation, sorry guys, but the foundation is the Juvia's. It's the Juvia's Place, and her shade was 205, and that I think was a Tarzania. I'll have it listed down below. And the foundation brush that I'm using is the Real Technique Instapop Face Brush. I absolutely love this brush for foundation. It's perfect. And this foundation, do you see that coverage, honey? That's everything. Ensure that you get in every crease, because you don't want your face to look patchy when you're applying your foundation, and when you're done it looks patchy when you don't get in the creases of the face. You need to get in the crease of the nose. A lot of person miss that mark on the face. All right, so we're still on foundation. Just because the Real Technique brush was too big, I went in with a smaller Juvia's brush. Juvia's brushes don't have names, I think. There's no number on it, so I don't know what brush it is, but it's a Juvia's brush. And we're on to our Juvia's concealer, and again, I don't know the shade, but I'll have it listed down below. And this is the shade that we're using to highlight. We're going for something really subtle, so we're not using extremely loud highlight. And we've added the Juvia's concealer in a darker shade for the contour. And we're just gonna go ahead and blend. Honestly, I am such a fan of Juvia's. Like, I have almost every Juvia's eyeshadow palette. I absolutely love their concealers, their foundation. It's working. I love it, honestly. The only thing that I would say with the concealer, it seems that they use an oil base, so it looks oily, but once you set it, honey, it's set, okay? It doesn't look oily afterwards, and it sets. You just need a good setting spray and a good setting powder. And they have their own setting powder. So that's good. That's a plus. All right, so we're blending. We're blending the highlight. We've blended the contour, so we're blending the highlight. And we're just basically pushing it into the skin. So we don't want to see you swiping. We don't want to see you doing a circular motion. No, and I'm taking my time. I sped up the video, so it may look like I'm not blending seamlessly, but I'm actually taking my time and I'm pushing the product into the skin for a seamless finish. That's the best way. Alright, so after I've blended all the products out, concealer and highlight, I normally like to go back in with my foundation brush just to blend everything together, just so we don't have any harsh line of the concealer or the contour. I did, however, notice that the contour shade that I used, the concealer that I used to contour, was almost next to the foundation of her skin, so I went with a deeper shade just so you could see the contrast of the highlight and the contour, and it makes a difference. All right, so at this point we're just going over back the highlighted area so we can basically prepping for a setting powder. And this is where the setting powder come in place. We're adding that, and again, just with all products, I really go by pushing it into your skin. That's what I live by. Okay, pushing it into your skin, you'll see a better result. So I push every product into the skin. So the setting powder, the foundation, the concealer, everything. Then I go in with a second round, and the second round is just for baking purpose. So the first one that we pushed into the skin, that's just to set the face. We're gonna bake, and with baking, you dust the excess powder off, so you don't leave looking ashy. You won't get any flashback. If you do a first layer by pushing it into your skin, and then you apply another layer just to leave it there, and then you dust it off, you won't get flashback. To set the concealer, the contour, we are using our Zulu palette, the brown shade in the Zulu palette. It's the only brown shade in the Zulu palette from Juvia's. We're using that brown shade to set the concealer, or the contour rather. And this is the only thing that I use to set the base, the contour. Doing reverse contour with the highlight, I didn't put any concealer, just using the powder to do the reverse contour. Sorry, I don't think concealer is necessary because the setting powder, it's bright enough to stand on its own. Again, we always keep that foundation brush handy because it has foundation product in its same way, so we use that to dust off the powder or the setting powder off the face, and just to keep everything looking seamless at the same time. This is a Real Technique blush brush, and we use the Juvia's blush palette 1, and we're just giving the skin some color, bringing back some color into the skin, some warmth into the skin. Not a lot, because I wanted her face to look subtle, so not a lot. That was the Badescu spray, and again, this helps with flashback. So the setting powder that I put underneath her eyes, when I use the Badescu spray, it soaks the powder into her skin more, I would say, so that the first one, a setting spray that I normally do on clients. For lips, I use the liner, the Nabi liner, and then we're going in with the gloss, which is the NYX Butter Gloss. I don't remember the shade, but I'll have it listed down below. We did I had some lash popped onto her eyes off camera. You notice now that her eyes is complete. That's the finished look for the eyes, and I'm just trying to finish up the face now by adding some highlighters, and this is Juvia's highlighter. This is the Royalty 1. I'm living for this highlighter. I'm living for every Juvia's. Juvia's, they are #1 right now in my book. Honestly, they're affordable, and their product is high-end quality. Alright, so this is the last setting spray that we're going to use just to set everything, and this was the Ben Nye setting spray that I use, and I'm using the same foundation brush to press the setting spray into the skin to give it a flawless finish. Yes, honey, we're through, and this is the look. I absolutely love how this look turned out, and let me know in the description bar or the comment section what you think about this look and what you'd like to see in my next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Mwah.